Good morning and welcome to Casa Bacardi and to this important seminar on resolving international problems. Although I don't think this morning we're going to resolve all of the international problems in the world, but we're going to talk about a few of them. First of all, I'd like to thank the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Miami for supporting this institute. I want to thank the Center for Hemispheric Policy for co-sponsoring the institute, the Cuban Heritage Collection, and I also would like to thank the Goizueta Foundation for providing support for this program and other programs here at Casa Bacardi. This is an important topic, one that we teach our students, and we talk very much with our students. And one of the things we try to explain to students is that not all problems in international relations can be solved. There is a certain optimism about problems in the world that we can sit down, negotiate, work them out, and so on. But there are problems that are not solvable, that you have to wait. You have to wait for a change in leadership, and sometimes you continuously wait and nothing happens. So international relations problems are solved various ways. And when they are solved, one, through the International Court of Justice, or second, in bilateral relations, talking one party to the other one, in multilateral organizations, meetings of number of countries that influence smaller countries to bring about solutions to the problem. So there is all kinds of methodologies to resolve international relations. And they've been used throughout history to work out major crises in the world. As I said, some of them cannot be resolved. If we look at Latin America, in the 19th century, there were two major wars that decimated countries in Latin America. One, the War of the Triple Alliance, where Paraguay fought Brazil, Uruguay, and Argentina in a major conflict in the 19th century. And the second one was the War of the Pacific between Chile and Peru and Bolivia on the other side. As a matter of fact, it happens that today is the anniversary of the War of the Pacific, and it had significant impact on relations between Peru and Chile and relations between Bolivia and Chile. In the 20th century, there are two major wars in Latin America. One was the Chaco War between Paraguay and Bolivia over the oil deposits in that region, also led to the defeat of Paraguay. And then the final one and more recent major conflict was between Argentina and England over the Malvinas War, or as they call it in Great Britain, the Falkland Islands. So the Falkland War is unresolved and is still a pending dispute. But this is not the only pending dispute in Latin America. There is a pending dispute about access to the ocean, to the Pacific Ocean, on the part of Bolivia. Bolivia, because of the War of the Pacific, lost their port and has been a landlocked nation for 150 years. They still claim and they still want an outlet to the sea. So that is a pending conflict in Latin America. There's also a Guyana-Venezuela border dispute that has been submerged and is not very much well known, but there is problems, and Venezuela has a claim on the territory of Guyana, which is supposed to be very rich in natural resources and in petroleum. So that is one that is going to be pending. There's another one on Guantanamo, and although I don't think that this is going to be resolved while the Castro regime is in power, and I'm hoping Dr. Orlando Gutierrez arrives in time to talk about this. He's on his way. Guantanamo remains as a bone of contention between Cuba and the United States. There is a border dispute between Peru and Ecuador that I'm sure Dr. Kaufman Purcell will talk about it. And there is a dispute between Colombia and Nicaragua over little islands called the San Andres Island. So there are a number of conflicts, and although we tend to think of Latin America as all happy, friendly natives south of the border, they are not. There are serious problems in that area. Now, this is in Latin America. Worldwide, you can name 100 border disputes, conflicts, problems. In the Korean Peninsula, which has been in the media quite a bit, we see a possibility of a major conflict on the part of North Korea attacking South Korea. In the Middle East, there's a number of disputes. The most prominent one, the Israeli-Palestinian dispute, which has been talk of resolving it in a number of years, and I think it's going to take a number of centuries before that is resolved. The India-Pakistan is another problem. As you know, Pakistan is an offshoot of India, and there is tremendous differences and problems there. If you look at Africa, you can look at any part of Africa, and there are conflicts. And the last one that we will be talking today is the South China Sea dispute, where China, Japan, and Taiwan have a dispute over some little islands that, from the point of view of looking at a map, they seem irrelevant, but they are very relevant. One, because they're strategically located. Two, because they're maritime traffic and submarine traffic in that area. And three, because supposedly, or maybe there is petroleum and natural resources in those islands. They're uninhabited. So, but the three countries claim, and they are trying to work out, and there's an initiative from Taiwan for a resolution of those disputes. So those are some of the things that we will be talking about this morning. I hope you enjoy it. I thank all the panelists for coming and for being part of this, and I thank you all for being here. Thank you.